Michelle with 2 L's.
And I'm Natalie the Red.
And I'm Canadian J-Bear.
And I'm Valiant Renegade.
And we are
Force of Light Entertainment. Sometimes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello!
Welcome to Force of Light Entertainment Live. Also known as just Force of Light Live. Good to have you guys here this Monday.
And you're watching Force of Light Entertainment.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We've got some stuff to talk about tonight. We've got a little acolyte to talk about and some other little stories. But first, we had a guest. We had a lovely guest last week. We really enjoyed getting to know and talk to Mary Mayhem. Hope you enjoyed having her on as well. I think you guys did from the comments that I've seen. But this week, I'm going to give a little more time to you guys in the chat. We like to mix both in. But we'll see how you guys are doing before we get going into some of these stories. You guys will have to let us know. Did you watch it? Is the new gay Star Wars? Oh, gosh. Yeah, basically, guys, as we're about to find out, this is literally what they went with for the Acolyte.
Put a ticket in and make her name it gay.
They did, didn't they?
They did, and I think from what we hear in the next,
a little too on the nose.
In the next episode, it's about to get really on the nose, from everything that we're hearing. But how are you guys? Hello, KB. Good to see you.
Hey, KB.
Brett. Good to have you. Matthew.
Hey, Brett.
Laura.
Hey, man.
Taco.
Hey, lady. Hey, Taco.
C-3PO and R2-D2 were gay. That's what we found out from Leslie Headland. I didn't know that. I was last week years old when I was informed that C-3PO is a lesbian and R2-D2 and them.
But how could he? But he could never.
Yeah, it doesn't have to make sense.
No.
If Leslie Headland thought it, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But yeah. And Genghis Khan, good to have you here. CB, good to see you. Coastal Nomad, always nice to see you. Oh, and Gifting, 1. Woo! But 2. Wait, there's more. And KB, gifting 2 Force of Light Entertainment memberships. He's getting the party started early. You guys know what time it is. And I'm going to do it twice.
It's time to dance.
He gave twice. Thank you so much, KB, gifting those 2 Force of Light Entertainment memberships.
Hey, the weed in your garden. I just saw that you're a new subscriber and you're new, and so I just wanted to welcome you here and thank you for being here.
Yes, welcome to new subscribers. We picked up quite a few new subs from the Acolyte video that I did that I just kind of put out, didn't really think much of, and it was like, oh, okay. But welcome.
Making those moves.
Welcome.
Love to see it.
For those of you who found us based off the Acolyte, we're always going to discuss it a little on Monday. That way Natalie can interject and give her thoughts on each episode for you all. But then also I will try to I'm going to try to do it like get up really early before work and have them, get it recorded and release it maybe around 10 in the morning on Wednesday mornings, the Acolyte review. At this point, guys, I'll just say this and then I'll keep going and then we'll get into it a little more. It literally made me laugh out loud multiple times. So there is a version of entertainment to be had.
And you know what? Sometimes that's all you can ask, really. And so if it delivers on that, I take the W,
I mean, I wasn't laughing with it. I was laughing at it.
Right.
But, entertainment's entertainment.
It is. It's true. It's like this train wreck right here.
That's what people are actually comparing this show. They keep saying it's like the train wreck that you have to watch. That's kind of how it feels.
That's what they say about us, but
they don't say that about us. But it is what it is. But as we say here on YouTube, I will watch it. Natalie will watch it, so you don't have to watch it. But you can come discuss it with us.
Let us take that burden on for you.
But we'll get into that again. And thank you so much, KB, for those 2 memberships.
Thank you very much.
And Mumbling May has been a member for 13 months. So since the beginning.
What a queen.
Exactly. Hello, Michelle and Natalie, and all hail to the chat. Well, hello to you, Mumbling May. Good to have you here. Good to have you, as always. And Chris, just want to say hi to Michelle and Natalie and the chat that I've dubbed the Force of Light Brigade, because I'm not sure if I'll make this stream. Have a good show. Well, Chris, if you're listening later, and again, I'm sure you guys know, but I'll say
Chris, I hope you're in the chat.
I know, we always have fun with the pun master.
Throw up a peace sign in the chat if you're here.
But I will say, for those of you that are new, if you ever miss a live show, I leave them up for like several hours, but then I just unlist them. But if you go to our playlist live streams, you can find all the live shows there if you want to go back and watch and join us later.
If you're feeling a little live, if you want to get a little live action, they're there for you.
They are definitely there. And the Coastal Nomad gifted 5 Force of Light Entertainment memberships.
That was 5 for 5.
Thank you. Was it 5 or was it 4?
That was 5.
Okay, it was 5. She gave 5.
Shell's nervous tonight.
Why am I
She's like
nervous?
a cat on a hot tin roof tonight.
I was unaware of this until just now. But yes, thank you so much, Coastal Nomad, for those 5.
Tell Shell I'm just messing with her in the chat.
I don't know what she's doing
Tell
over
her
there.
I'm just messing with her.
She might think I am nervous. I don't know. Let's see.
I think you're cute.
Well, that's good, I guess. Let me do 2. You guys know what time it is. There's been gifted memberships. It's time to let the rooster roost. It's dance time, guys. It's dance.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
There we go.
I've been in a very dancey mood today. I have to tell the chat. It's been very dancey
you're
in my
about
neck of the woods.
Oh, I see our ring light shaking. I'm like, let's woo. You might have to back your chair up, though. It really ticks someone off in our comment section that Natalie chooses.
Okay, I'll try and be still.
No. You can back up your chair and then you can dance and not shake that probably if you want to. Yeah, there is someone in our comments that is so deeply bothered at the fact that Natalie often chooses to sit further back than me.
I do.
It really ticks that person off. And I've explained it many times. Natalie has free will and she can sit where she wants to.
Believe it or not.
What do you want me to do about it?
Nobody holds me hostage.
No one puts Natalie in a corner, you know?
Michelle doesn't hold me against my will and make me do this.
I don't scoot her up like a little child. But I mean,
or does she?
Well, apparently not. Apparently not to his liking, whoever he is. But yeah, now Natalie can dance. But anyways, let's see. Did I get these 2? Did grab those 2. Thank you so much, Coastal Nomad. You guys are awesome. I love the gifted memberships.
Yes.
If you ever ask, if you were thinking, should I send in a $5 chat or gift a membership? I would much rather do the gifted membership because I love people getting the access and getting to join in, and it's just more fun that way.
It is.
It's fun. So
it's true. Well, it's sharing is caring, and that's really what's happening when you gift memberships.
It is.
You're sharing, you're giving, you're planting a good seed.
So I really like it. And for those members, I'm sure we'll have something for all members again soon. And we do have to plan. We've got to do a summer watch along with all members. Natalie and I will begin to think, and we'll plan a date and let you guys know maybe next week. We'll plan a movie and a date for all members. But later tonight, over the weekend, I saw with her daughter, I saw with Izzy, we went to the theater. We were just looking for something to see, you know. it is slim pickings
Yeah,
right now.
I heard you went to the movies, and
We
that
did.
it was an indie horror flick was the genre.
Yes, it was in a violent nature is what it is called. And for those of you that are green level and up, I did a little review of In a Violent Nature, and I'm going to post that for you all later tonight or after the live show. I'll post that for you guys. But all I'll say for everyone, since you guys are here, and I'll give you just a little snippet of what they're going to get. I appreciated the film for those of you who enjoy slasher films.
So it was like kind of a slasher horror.
Oh, it is 100% a slasher.
Would I like it?
You'd probably appreciate elements of it, but there were 2 times that I said, "Izzy, look!" We were like, "Look away! Don't look away!"
Was it artsy slash or just slash?
Well, the film's very artsy because
Okay.
it is all.
Well, with the indie, I figured. But I mean, sometimes it.
I
can go
mean,
that way.
I told Izzy if I had those really good 4K cameras that a lot of people have called the Black Magic, I believe is what it's called, camera. If you just had a really good video camera, you could recreate this movie. I mean, it's real indie. You know?
So what you're saying is we should make a movie.
Well, I will just say this.
Okay.
I'll say this kind of again, this will be for green level and up, so I'll give you guys just my general thoughts on it. I appreciate the film. It looks very pretty. It is shot from the point of view of the killer. You follow the killer the entire movie. That is who you're with. You're like, basically it's like a video game. He's walking and you're right behind him the entire movie.
Interesting.
The only critique I have is I see why they don't typically do that, because in my opinion, it kind of kills the thrills of a slasher, which is kind of the point of a slasher, the anticipation, the buildup of when someone's going to like jump out at somebody.
When someone's going to be slashed.
When someone's going to be slashed, because
Ooh.
because you know what I'm saying, when
Yeah.
you're with the slasher, you know exactly when they're going to get slashed.
Yeah.
There's you know,
Because you're kind of in their brain,
you're just with them. Like you're basically,
and you get that feeling that they need
it's like,
slash and healing.
basically it's like if you're as the camera, you're just behind the slasher the whole time. Like you're seeing it from their point of view.
Sounds terrifying, Michelle.
It wasn't. I mean, you know, it's like a slasher. It wasn't. I don't know. I personally find I didn't find it scary at all, to be honest.
We can't all be as brave as you, Michelle.
Yeah, like I would say,
You know,
I would
Somebody
definitely
you know.
say all the Scream movies, Halloween, definitely scarier than that movie. But again, I did appreciate it. But yeah, for those green level and up, you'll be getting my review of In a Violent Nature later tonight. But let me go ahead and grab these. KB gifted another, so that's a third from KB. KB's just letting me hit my favorite
guys
button.
are awesome.
He's letting me hit this favorite button of mine. You get ready.
She's out of control.
It's beach season.
She's out of,
It's beach season.
do not encourage her, okay?
It is beach season. Oh, he gave me another one. KB. I think that's 5, KB, is it? Isn't it? Or that's 4 or 5 from KB. KB, man.
Greg,
coming
where
through.
are you in the chat?
And where's Greg?
I need a gifty. I need a gifty count.
But here we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you so much, KB.
Greg, where are you?
And Brett with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Brett. I will definitely see you two in July, and I hope you two are having a great summer. Well, that's awesome.
Oh, thank you very much, Brett.
We look forward to seeing you.
And I hope you are as well.
We look forward to seeing you, and yeah, hope you're having an awesome summer as well.
I meant that sound to be a little more delicate than it ended up being.
It was not delicate.
It was not.
I want to say hey to Emily and hey to Darren. Good to have both of you in the chat. I see you there. Phoenix Knight, good to have you. Anthony, good to have you.
A gifted.
Let's see. 6 Petal Flower, good evening. Good evening, Patriots. I like it. You know what? Since you said good evening, Patriots, we're going to go ahead and do this one early. That's right. Celebrating American Pride Month all month long, all month of June.
All month long.
That's how we do around here.
All month.
And TD, good to see you. Good to have you, TD.
Hey, TD.
And hello to you. I think that's 9 as of right there. Thank you so much, Anthony. And your average Patriot nerd, I see you in the chat. Good to have you, as always. Always enjoy seeing you here. Cinta, let's see. Okay, my eyes just blinked. Nelly, how do you say this? Sentai Ranger Donnie?
Sentai Ranger Donnie.
Okay.
I believe you're right.
Okay, Sentai Ranger Donnie. How was your weekend? I had a really good weekend. It was beautiful weather where we are. Beautiful.
Or was he asking the Patriot how was his
I think he was.
But we like to talk about ourselves, okay? So we just thought we'd answer that. But yes, hope you all had a lovely weekend.
Yes, mine was good though.
Mine was great. I was by myself all weekend. It was coffee and contemplation time, you know.
That's good.
A little poetry. It was a good time.
That's good. I was I had a lovely weekend as well. And Popsicle, hello everyone. Well, hello. And Matthew, good to have you here. Good to have you. Actually, let me check something. I just realized something. Okay. I'm good. I was making sure there was something I had to do. And Matthew, good to have you here, Matthew.
Tunes, yes, we are sisters.
Let's see.
I'm 37 years older than Michelle.
Jeez.
But most say that they don't notice, you know, how big the age gap is.
Yeah.
So just to clear that up in case you were wondering.
And KB, I think that's 5 for KB. KB has been on a roll tonight.
Sure. KB, you're on fire.
KB is just fire tonight.
You are on freaking fire.
And you guys know what time
That's
it
the only
is.
F word we say around here is freaking every now and then. Just every now and then.
Yes, and you guys know what time it is. My favorite time. Thank you so much, KB.
It really is your favorite time, isn't it?
I love that little clip.
That's cute.
And your average Patriot nerd gifted 1 Force of Light Entertainment membership. First off, for our buddy, again. And for another great patron. Thank you so much, your average Patriot nerd. Really appreciate you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who gives. Thank you very much.
And Matthew, good to have you here. Pastor Brian, good to have you here. Marcos, our wonderful moderator, see you there. Griffin Turbo, James Fly, good to see you. And DL is in the house.
Woo-woo!
With the 499, good evening, Michelle and Natalie and chat. I always look forward to the Force of Light Monday live streams. It makes Monday worthwhile. Oh, you're too sweet. Too sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
But I was listening to this like podcast on and off all weekend, and it was 2 comedian guys, but they were so funny. And
do you want to say who it was?
Well, I mean, it's not the cleanest podcast, but like if you need some laughs, it's called the Bad Friends podcast.
I've never heard of it.
And yeah, it's one, they call themselves this, but it's like a redheaded guy and an Asian guy, and they're like best friends and they're hilarious.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
But yeah, and it was just like they kind of kept me company sometimes over the weekend. And then I thought, like, I hope we keep some of you company sometimes, and you feel that way. You can always come
hang out with Force of Light.
Come hang out. Yeah, so it kind of inspired me, I guess you'd say.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
we're glad that we make your Mondays worthwhile. Glad that you chose to hang out with us tonight, DL. We appreciate you very much. And Natalie's still got to bring me. She's going to bring me the box she brought. It's at her house.
There's several.
Oh.
Yes, Michelle. Yes, Michelle.
Well, we'll definitely go through that next week.
We definitely will.
You got to put it in your car and bring it.
I'm really restraining myself because I want to open them, but then I thought I wouldn't, and we could open them together. But I really want to though, and I might tonight.
No, it's not my fault you forgot to bring it. I'm gonna have to just go over there and get it. And Brett with the $2 super chat, the Acolyte really sucked. Well, that is, putting it quite mild.
That seems to be a lot of people's sentiment, so I don't think you're alone in that.
Well, I mean, Natalie, you saw it. I think you have your own sentiment.
I mean, I definitely
would
thought
you not? Would you not agree with that sentiment?
I definitely thought it kind of sucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's is that a bad word?
No.
Michelle?
And John Thomas, good to have you here. Good to see you in the chat. That's not a bad word. You can say it. And let's see. GJJ has been a member for 1 month.
Well, thank you.
Well, that's awesome.
Glad you're here.
Glad to have you here. And Ted with the $5 super chat, lesbian or not, give us yes. Heck yes, we're gonna give you more Rooster. You ask, you shall receive. You know what? For that $5, I feel like we need at least another Rooster. I feel like that's worthy of 2. There, you can never have. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more Rooster.
Michelle, but I don't know. You guys let us know in the chat. If you get roostered out, just let us know.
They don't get roostered out.
Just let us know.
No.
Just let us know.
Ignore her. And Albertus, hi, Michelle and Natalie. No, I did not watch Headland's Vanity Project Life. Speaking of Vanity Project, so I didn't know this. Apparently, she is like admitted that her and her sister haven't spoken in like over a decade.
Ooh.
So her writing the story really is like a self-insert.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about that now when I watch it. Just
Why do I feel like it's probably Leslie's fault?
Could be, but it's tough to say.
Yeah, it's
the Lord heal their relationship.
it is what it is. And Anakin's Bert for $1.99. Who knew I blew up the second Death Star? Oh, I need that clip. I need that. Valiant plays that clip all the time right now.
Thank you for the super chat. And I always loved the name.
Yes.
I do.
Who knew that guy, because Anakin like blew up the Death Star. He said it twice, man. It wasn't just like a slip of the mind and tongue. He definitely, I think, thinks it.
That guy, that guy, that, what's his name? Chode.
What is his name? I don't even know their names.
Chode.
I know OSHA, and then I like to call May HIPAA. We've got OSHA and HIPAA. Is what we've got there.
But there's something not appealing about. I'm not gonna say it. It's not
with
nice.
the hair. Yeah,
Maybe
the hair is not appealing.
Is that what it is? You think?
Yeah, it's like attacking you from multiple angles. It's like coming at you. His hair is.
Yeah.
And Mexican Iron Man. I didn't realize you were a member, man. Has been a member for 6 months. I hear that anyone that doesn't like the Acolyte is supposed ist and phobe. So does this mean that this is a Star Wars lady bigot show? Apparently.
That's what they say.
Apparently we are, it seems. Because that's the way life works, isn't it? Mexican Iron Man. And thank you for being a member.
I noticed that there's a lot of black and white thinking on the internet. I noticed that. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, like and I love how Star Wars people and hello to Josh, good to see you here. I love how Star Wars people get so intense because I even got someone, they were like, you used to be fair. How am I not being fair? I watched a show and I didn't even get into anything other than the actual show itself. It was just like, the show sucked. What do you want me to say about it?
And I will say this about myself. I'm fairly open-minded, believe it or not. So sometimes I do go into things thinking I won't like it. And then I'm pleasantly surprised. And I was very much willing for this to be the case with this. And it's not over yet. So we'll see. Maybe I'll like it a lot more as it gets going. I'm just saying I don't try and go into things like, oh, I'm just not going to, this is going to be horrible.
No.
Now, did I have the suspicion based on what I'd heard? I mean, maybe it tainted my vision a little bit, but I don't think so. I just don't think this is very riveting, engaging television.
It's not. And I'm even the type guys okay, so I gave, when Andor came out, I think we both watched it. I think you watched it too, didn't you? You watched the first 2 episodes or so. And we were like, man, it's just, like, we're out. It's just too boring. We're not
Yeah.
interested. But then, like, some people I kind of trust were like, no, give it a chance. By about this episode, it gets interesting. And I did go back and watch. And around that, like around episode 4 or 5, it did get interesting. And I actually was very interested by the end of Andor. So I am
Open.
fairly open
Yeah.
here. It's not like I'm just like, oh, Disney made it, so I have to hate it. Like I've never,
Right,
never, I look at my track record. I've never been that way.
Listen, we don't want to be put in a box.
No.
So we're not going to do
But-
that.
but
That's not
here's-
how we're going to approach stuff.
But with Star Wars, it's like, you know, it's funny. They like to call like anyone who thinks a project of theirs isn't good a toxic fan. But meanwhile, a lot of the people that like everything has to be amazing, they're very toxic. Like they were in my comment section. Like, yeah, like I would define some of that as toxic, quite frankly.
Right.
The way they are, because guess what? Like, if just because you enjoy something, everyone else isn't going to, and like that shouldn't bother you. Like what you like, and don't be bothered if someone doesn't like what you like. It just, I've never understood that.
It's true. And I think that's human nature. We all kind of like people to like
Yeah,
stuff
but I don't
we
get
like.
like mad about it.
But basically at the end of that, we're just looking for someone else to affirm what we like and that it's good. And I think we all need to move towards like, well, I love it because I love it. And that's enough. If nobody else likes it, it's great that you do though.
Yeah, not with Star Wars though. Not with Star Wars. They're like, if you're not with me, then you're against me. Like that's kind of the vibe that is served up when it comes to Star Wars fans. And William
I picked
Thompson
that up a little bit.
has been a member for 1 month. Thank you so much. Let the rooster loose. Yes, he's speaking my language, William. Woo! Oh, I'll let him loose.
All right. All right.
I like
If that's what the people want, I'll be here for it.
I like it.
But if you need Rooster to be put on a leash, I'm also here for that. So I'm just, I'm a good time girl, just either way.
And
Yeah.
Matthew with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much. With this $50 super chat says, summer is here. Lot of shows and movies coming. Thank you always for the channel. Well, thank you so much, Matthew. Matthew, you guys really do help the channel so much. So we so
Matthew.
appreciate you.
Keeping the lights on, man.
That's what we're saying.
Thank
That's
you.
what we're saying here. Yes.
Thank you.
Matthew, what I have for you?
Matthew, thank you.
What do I have for you? Let's see. Where's what I was wanting? Can't find it. There it is.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hold on, can I just say on this, because his name is Matthew. Have you ever seen that little like thing on Instagram of that little British boy, and it's so cute, and he can't even like get it out. He's like 2 or 3, but he's so cracked up, and he'd caught a moth, and so his mom says, Tell the kid, what did you name the moth? And
He named it
takes him-
Matthew.
He named it Matthew.
Matthew.
And he's got
Oh
his
my
passy-
gosh.
and he's cracked himself up so much, but it's just like the cutest. It's just like pure joy in his laugh. But we have to get a clip of that. But it just reminds me when I see Matthew now.
Matthew.
Matthew, and then he just couldn't.
That was pretty clever for a
It
little
was
kid.
really
That's pretty clever. I'm gonna give him that. Matthew. That's pretty good.
So cute.
But
Matthew, thank you so much.
yes, thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much. That is amazing.
Oh, truly appreciated.
It is so much. Thank you. And the weed in your garden for $5. I was trying to see if I can see on this side of things. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to see what super sticker it is. Let's see. Where is it?
Chill.
Trying to find it.
Chill.
Still looking. See a lot of rooster in the chat. It's not showing me. Someone let me know in the chat what their super sticker was. But thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Really appreciate that. And let's go ahead. Let me put a pin. We'll put it right there,
Okay.
and we will come back to the supers Actually, let me grab this one really quick. Your average Patriot nerd member for 13 months. Thank you so much. That's from the beginning. You and May both.
Wow.
Hail, lovely ladies. The idea that R2-D2 is a lesbian is just plain stupid. It is. It is. It's very stupid. Think of a male-like attachments, think of
the male-like attachment he uses in computer terminals.
I saw that. Someone did a clip.
You're not wrong.
Someone did a clip of that, actually.
You are not wrong.
You are very accurate. Yes. It's just so stupid. It just all really is. It's kind of my take on that. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Speaking of the Acolyte, because they tried to run like cover. I mean, is it not ridiculous, guys? Like, we kind of hear that we live in a world where we don't know what media we can trust when it comes to like things that matter. But like entertainment's the same way. Like companies like Disney have all these different people that just run cover for their crap that they put out, and they try to spin. And by spin, I don't mean spend, but spin.
Yeah.
Spin the truth to try to find some crap statistic that they can promote of it being good. But the truth finally comes out, as it shall. And Variety finally had to admit.
You guys, statistics get on my nerves sometimes.
Well, the Acolytes,
I feel like statistics are manipulated a lot.
Well, they can
for
be.
People's interests. That's all I'm saying.
They can be, but there's also our hardcore stats with like what they have as far as like views and things.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
The Acolyte reaches 11.1 million views in 5 days, nearly 3 million short of the Ahsoka debut. So they're trying to make this like it's a success. And meanwhile, it falls short of Ahsoka, which, didn't have the most views, I would say.
I want to shout out Valiant Renegade in the house.
Oh, is it? Where is he?
He's somewhere in there.
I see.
I see people. I hear people like as if I can hear your comments. I can though. That's what you guys don't realize.
Let's see. I don't see him. Well, hello to Valiant.
He's in there though.
Hello to Valiant wherever he is. But so the Acolyte, not exactly killing it with the views. 3 million short of Ahsoka, and let's just say Ahsoka didn't do the best views. That would be the understatement of the decade. And this can't even catch up with that. So, yeah, it is what it is. Natalie, do you want to give your thoughts on the Acolyte?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Yeah, it's like a lot of the Disney Star Wars shows. To me, it lacks heart. It lacks enthusiasm. It lacks true creativity and what makes the originals great. So,
yeah, but I mean,
that's really all I can say about that.
Do you want to give them any more? I mean, you have enjoyed Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, I actually really did enjoy the Mandalorian. I would use the word loved it at times. Like there's certainly like the first 2 seasons. Trying to think of the third now. I gotta rewatch.
I don't think you watched the third.
That might be the problem.
Which you didn't really miss much on that, but
that's
yeah.
what I'd heard though. I'd heard it really took a dip.
Well, when they kind of screw up your plans by firing one of the lead actresses,
it kind of messes with things.
It kind of does mess with stuff.
Yeah, I think that was the other thing. It was just like, why do I really need to support this now?
So that exactly, yeah, it's easy to feel that way. And Valiant, the only thing I tried to keep in mind with the Mando, and it's why I never, I was very fair as far as my opinions on each episode of the show. I really, from everything we've seen, Jon Favreau had nothing to do with it, and everything he'd plotted was just ripped out from under him. He had handpicked Gina, he had plotted a show for her, and from everything we see, he didn't have anything to do with that decision.
Right.
So I hate it for him, and for Gina and everyone else. But anyways, yeah, it did kind of kill the momentum. Not kind of, it destroyed the momentum. Valiant, I'll be wrecking that 11 million data tomorrow morning on how bad that is. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's not good considering how many people have Disney Plus. I mean, that's kind of the thing that has to be taken into consideration as well.
A lot, right?
Yeah, quite a few. So it's not too good. But yeah, so what are my thoughts? You guys have seen my thoughts on The Acolyte. And at this point, you guys, I'm sure, know that I guess we'll see tomorrow. As of now, I plan on appearing on WDW Pro's after show at 10 o'clock. I'm going to jump on for a few minutes right after and give my thoughts with them over there. And then again, I will have my episode up on Wednesday morning, giving you my review of what sounds like is going to be
a not great third installment.
Yeah, sounds like it's going to be interesting to say the least, is what it sounds like. And here's the thing too about this show. And really, if you go back and watch my review, I didn't get into anything other than the actual content itself. Okay, so let's revisit. The thing that I still cannot get beyond. And I'm just going to talk, because if you ever listen to me talk on all the shows, this is the one thing that keeps coming up. The one thing that, I mean, the whole show sucked, but the one thing that really ticked me off with The Acolyte was when a freaking Master Jedi commits suicide out of guilt.
Oh my goodness.
And I guess next week we will tomorrow we're going to see what he's guilty of. But beyond like breaking the Jedi code, no. And then too with this, that's just one. Okay, here's my thing. So if you like to critique Star Wars as an adult, then the fans come in, the fans that still like this come in and they say it's made for kids. Well, then why do you have suicide in it?
Yeah. That's pretty up there.
It's pretty heavy.
Heaviness level.
That's pretty heavy. And it's just, so this dude like feels so much guilt that he just like self-deletes.
And I just if it is at all to be aimed at kids, I just really wouldn't be putting that in there.
No.
It's just a bad vibe to put out in general.
No. And then I've seen too, so absolutely. So you've got that. And then you also have kind of what I'm picking up on the show is again, and that is kind of that postmodern Marxist ideology coming in of now we've got to subvert expectations, and the Jedi really were bad all along. We've got to tear down these symbols of goodness and virtue, how George Lucas made them. Because guess what? That's what like good characters should do. They should inspire us to be better. That's what the Jedi were there for. The Jedi were there. Were they perfect? No. But there's something that we can all aspire to in the way that they lived their life, that they weren't ruled by anger, that they were people of peace. They were good human beings and they promoted goodness. And of course, this new era has got to come in and be like, no, they were actually bad.
Right.
And all I hear when I hear crap like that, and there are little articles about how the Jedi have always been bad. All I hear when I hear crap like that is Anakin at the end of Revenge of the Sith. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And then I hear in my mind when I read crap like that, and there's even someone who left a comment in my thing about how the Jedi were always bad. I just hear Obi-Wan say, well, then you really are lost. Like, you really are. Like, if in your warped mind, you think the Jedi are evil, then you really are lost.
But maybe that was his experience.
Whose experience?
The one that said maybe they're evil.
No, Anakin says to Obi-Wan, the Jedi are evil. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
Oh, yeah, his point of view is pretty messed up.
And he's saying, this is coming from a guy who just slaughtered children,
Bless their souls.
Yeah, he's not exactly in a good place when he makes this comment about, he's not exactly one who should be able to say, no, you're evil.
Right.
So it's just...
He lost that privilege after the children.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Like,
it was totally gone. His any ability he had on moral judgment was out the window with the kids.
The cred was taken at that point.
It was gone.
The credibility was out the window.
It was absolutely gone. But that's where we are, and that's kind of where it is. And as much as people will be like, oh, well, I don't, that doesn't bother me. It should, because we live in the society where they basically in scripture, as it says, will call evil good and good evil. And you're even seeing that in Star Wars. The Jedi are evil. The Jedi did these horrible things. And it's like, no, like that is not the Jedi. When you think of the Jedi and you think of Yoda, you think of Obi-Wan, you think of even Ahsoka in her shows. They just, and I know she left the Jedi Order. I was just trying to give a character that technically has been in the Disney stuff, even though she technically was made under George Lucas. They embody like goodness. That's what Jedi embody.
And that's always, like you said, like that is what we should as a society
like look up to,
be trying to emulate. Like, and we want kids looking at that like, oh man, that patience and long suffering and meekness and humility and all these good things that we could see in different Jedis. Like, oh, I want to be like that. That's a great thing, because those are great qualities.
Yes. Yeah, it is. And that's what's already irking me about this show. Those two things. If I was just say one thing, it's not that they have, it's not all this other stuff that's bothering me. It's the story itself that is really chipping away at what George Lucas made. And I actually found a clip. I need to find it for maybe next week, because it was Leslie Headland basically saying, like, talking about George Lucas, and she uses the word misogynistic. And it was just like, slow your roll. Like, really? Like, no. I'm not having any of that when it comes to George Lucas and what he wrote. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
Have you heard some stuff about Steven Spielberg lately?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look into that later. Is the chat talking about it?
Maybe
or
it was just a channel that was just
I've not heard
making
anything.
Stuff up.
I've not heard. So let's keep that to ourselves, and you can tell me after, and I'll look into it.
We'll keep a lid on that for now.
And Fanzine, he's so right. Heroes seem to be an old-fashioned notion in entertainment these days. Yes, they have to pick apart the heroes, and then they lift up the villain, if you've noticed.
Yes, it's like the time of the, what do you call it, the anti-hero?
But in some cases, just like
the
villain.
Like we moved past just the anti-hero.
Yes, like, and I mean the bottom line too. I'm just gonna say this. I'm getting all my emotions out on the show.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be putting Ted Bundy up on a pedestal.
They're like, he was just misunderstood.
They're gonna be like, he was really the top G.
It wouldn't be surprising. It really wouldn't be. Or they at least make, it was so sympathetic what he did. No, it wasn't. It was not like that. Right. But that's how they are with this. Where was my mind going on something? Yeah, they just want to tear down heroes, and we need heroes in society. You need people to look up to, and not the villain. Like, I'm just kind of over the misunderstood villain. Like, things happen in life, and you took the dark path.
Well, and you know what is so much more inspiring are people that maybe had a really rough start. They overcome really bad things happen to them, whatever it is, and that they're an overcomer, and they still come out of the fire, as something cheesy on Instagram would say, but like with buckets of water to help the other people on fire. Those are the real heroes. Those are the people we should be lifting up. I think. More that type.
It's just like
that's interesting too, because they took that darkness and somehow made it to light.
It's just like, and again, good Star Wars has good quotes, and this is not good Star Wars. The lines are just awful. I mean, literally, opening scene, little girl goes up to, supposed to be a Jedi Master. What does she say? She's like, "Fight me with all your strength." It's like, who wrote this? Like honestly,
does she have a bow and arrow?
No, she's like in a fight motion. She's like, attack me with all your might. It's like, what is this? Like Power Rangers when I was a kid? Like what am I watching right now? It was just ridiculous. And hello to Ro of the Scarif Scuttlebutt
Ro.
podcast, some of our Red 5 family. I'd be interested. I'll need to inbox you soon and see your thoughts on the show.
That would be interesting.
I just, for one, I've gone over my 2 biggies of the gripes that I have with the show. I'm not liking the depiction of the Jedi at all. And here's the thing. People are like, well, the Jedi were never perfect. Right. They were not perfect. We see that in the prequels. I have nothing wrong with that.
As no human is.
But they strive towards goodness. They were trying to create a better place. Yes, they failed in some places, but they were all like, it's very obvious when you look at these characters, Yoda, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, even Ahsoka, again, I'll use her. You just see such goodness in them. Like they want goodness. They don't wish harm on others. They are good people and they strive to be good. That is the Jedi, not this crap. Not self-deletion because of guilt.
Because that is never the answer.
No.
Never.
No, it's just
never.
It's just it is what it is. But
hold on, it will get better.
But it's just yeah. So there's just that. The lines are just so wooden. Again, as I said in my review, these lines in the show, my lord, they make Anakin say, "I hate sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere." It's Shakespearean next to some of this crap. It really is. It really is.
Poetry, really.
It's poetry. It's poetry compared to this. But yeah. He said, don't say Power Rangers because they're great. I did like them as a kid, okay?
I remember you had that.
I liked the Power Rangers
era, we shall say.
I did. I liked them.
She was in it.
Michelle's rant. Yeah, it really is. I just, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. From what it doesn't sound like it's going to get any better with this show in particular. I just want my Jedi to be good again. Like, that's just what I want.
Make Jedi great again.
Make Jedi great again. That's all I asked for. You know, you guys, when we had Ryan on, I talked about how I went to the theater for the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace. And I stick by the fact that I actually think that movie is a solid B+. I do.
Right.
I think it's a B+ movie.
You think it aged well?
It aged well. I liked it.
Some things do, some things don't, as we know.
I enjoyed it. I had fun with that movie. And people like to give that crap. That is I mean, we're not even in the same ballpark of what kind of masterpiece that is compared to this, or what we're getting here. It's just not comparable. And you know what? Back in that movie, Jedi did this thing that Jedi used to do called like wield a lightsaber and like fight with it. Instead of everybody was kung fu fighting. It's like, who asked for that in Star Wars? I did not. That's why they have the Force.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah, no, I did.
It's like, you know, if I wanted karate, I would watch Daredevil. Or if I wanted kung fu, I could go watch Jackie Chan or something. Bruce Lee. I don't watch Star Wars for kung fu fighting Force wielders.
I could watch Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, but not kung fu Jedi.
Right.
Just, you have a lightsaber. You're supposed to be very trained with it. Let's see that action. Let's pull out those lightsabers instead of just using them to. We started a trend. Make Jedi great again. My gosh,
I want to see it trending on Twitter.
I do too. Yeah, Bruce Lee, exactly. You know, I don't think I've seen any of Bruce Lee's movies. We may have to react to whatever we think, whatever is supposed to be his greatest.
We might have to.
You guys will have to let us know. What's Bruce Lee's greatest movie? Yeah.
Is Bruce any good, you guys?
People love Bruce. They love Bruce Lee.
I'm kidding. Obviously he was great at what he did.
It is. That's what it's supposed to be. Wait till you see the Jedi whips. Yeah, I hear there's Jedi whips. I've not seen them yet.
Hell.
I mean, if they use them like cool, it could be kind of cool. But
like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they use them like Indy.
But cooler somehow because it's
like, yeah, Kyber crystal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to call me old fashioned. I like my Jedi to use their lightsabers and Jedi mind tricks if they're that skilled in the Force. and, force push, things like that.
Because, I mean,
That's what makes the Jedi cool.
Because using the Force, that's what makes it cooler.
Yes.
It's kind of like you can have a regular movie where they don't use the Force, but you're kind of thinking it'd be a whole lot cooler if you did. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what the thing it has going for it is like, it's kind of like that, or like Stranger Things, kind of different forms of power that we don't see as much.
Yes.
It's more interesting.
It is. It's more interesting. Or like, I think I brought this example up in my review that I did, which was kind of more of just me venting my frustration. But I started with good intentions. It just, the emotion had bubbled up. It had bubbled up and over. I mentioned the guy, what's his name? The character we really liked in Rogue One, the dude that's blind, and
I love that guy,
and he's very good at like martial arts in it and using a stick. And is that your foot? He had good lines too. He had some good ones,
and he delivered them well. So it was just an all-around good job.
He's such a great example of like his character. It made sense for him to use karate, and like when he used it, it was so efficient and cool looking. And then
it was so cool.
It was cool. Like this show, it's like you can almost see the strings that they're on and the wires they're on, and it was almost like, what was that movie that was famous when we were little? Crouching Dragon,
the Hidden Tiger,
whatever that movie. I never saw
Tiger and the Crouching Dragon.
Where they're just like dancing. It's like ridiculous level. Like that's kind of what we got in this opening scene. I don't know, guys. I just don't know.
We're just at a loss here, basically.
Jedis were guardians of peace until the dark times, until the Emperor,
the change,
until Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. They said, because in an interview, Leslie Headland brought them, because here's the thing. Here's the one positive I could say.
Okay.
Is there maybe like in the bones of the show, like a show that could have been run well? Yeah, probably. Probably like a kind of murder mystery Star Wars set in a Star Wars world. I think that could be cool. Like you could do it well. And people enjoy exploring the Sith and the dark side. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not this. Like the script and the direction and everything was just bad. Like I will tell you, since Disney purchased Lucasfilm, one of the best books, in my opinion, that they put out, and this book was actually, though it has a different author, the author actually took something that George Lucas's daughter wrote. And in fact, George Lucas's daughter has like a beautiful foreword at the end that she wrote that I was like, amen. Like it was really good. But it was a book called Dark Disciple. And it was about Visage Ventress from Clone Wars and this Jedi. And it was an exploration of the Sith and the dark side. And then also it had the good side, the light in it, the Jedi. But it was really well done. Like I would love to see that just played out. Like, so again, the bones of what she was trying to get, you could make work with a good writer and a good director. I just don't. Yeah. I mean that I told Natalie, I think probably somewhere there's a good high school student that could write a better script. One that's got skill, that's going somewhere in life and writing, but I think they've got it in them. Like, I really do.
Oh, I believe it. I believe there's, probably way more creative people out there that really love it a lot more.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah, that would be sweet. Yeah. I mean, there is something you could have done. It just, what we got. I don't know what we got, guys.
And I think sometimes to do something well, you have to love it a lot, to do something really well.
You
really
do.
Great.
Instead of when you're asked, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? All of them.
Just all of them.
It's all of them.
All the shows too. Same.
Let me tell you what a legit answer a legit Star Wars fan will give you when asked. Let me give you my answer. What's my favorite Star Wars movie? Well, as a kid growing up, my favorite Star Wars movie was Return of the Jedi. Because as a little kid, you love when Luke comes and he's like a Jedi, and he, they go to Jabba's palace and there's a fight with Vader at the end. As a kid, and as a kid, I like the Ewoks, guys. I still like the Ewoks. Sue me. I like the little murder bears. They're cute.
She still, puts on that costume a few times a year.
And
goes around her house and her neighborhood like that. It's really cute.
I would be the tallest Ewok, but as a kid, I love Return of the Jedi. When I was 16 years old, I watched Empire Strikes Back, and as a 16-year-old girl, I was like, "That's my favorite Star Wars movie," and it's still my favorite Star Wars movie. And I can go into why it's my favorite Star Wars movie. I think the movie's absolutely perfect. There's not a second or a thing I would change about The Empire Strikes Back. It is perfect from the beginning when you hear the optimistic music and you see Luke take off his mask in the snow to the very end and the final shot of him putting his arm around Leia. And there's so much hope, though what they've gone through is terrible. Because that's the thing with Star Wars. Even at the end of Revenge of the Sith is probably the darkest Star Wars. But even there, it ends with hope. It ends with Luke and Leia, and you know what's coming. There's always hope in Star Wars.
Yes.
It's not this, but anyways,
and there's always hope in the Lord. Remember that.
That's just like the thing, though. Like that's more an answer a Star Wars fan gets, not just like all of them. I like them all. Can you name them all? Can you name the movies, Leslie?
I'm going to counter what you said and say I might like the original third one of the Star Wars the best.
That's still your favorite, Return of the Jedi?
Did I used to say that was my favorite? I guess
it was my favorite as a kid.
Always been, but yeah, I mean, it's just like you have to go through the journey, obviously, to get to that point. But when we kind of see Luke fully in his power, like he's confident, like there's just something you can't beat about that. Like he's just, it's like the transformation has pretty much been completed.
Man, some people don't really Return of the Jedi gets some hate, and I really love it.
That.
Empire is definitely my favorite, but I love all of the original trilogy. And you know what? Outside of the middle one, and really, if they would just redo the CGI, I could appreciate more. I've grown to appreciate the prequels again. I actually have. I rewatched them all recently.
They're not bad movies.
They're not. The story was good. I stand by that. And I saw this. I just want to share it because it made me laugh. Of course, this has been meme for everything now, coming from that movie Civil War. We're Star Wars fans, okay? Okay. Well, what kind of Star Wars fans are you? That's what it'd be like in the Star Wars world.
It's so true. But anytime you have a big group of anybody, it's like denominations. Like there are going to be like, different sects.
There's lots of different ones.
Sects. SECTS.
There's lots of different ones.
That's what I said.
Let me see. Let me get back to reading some of you guys' super chats, and then I'll just there's two little things I was going to pull up.
Michael, thank you. He said the force is strong with both of us.
Oh, thank you.
I like to think so.
And William, thank you so much for 10 Force of Light memberships.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead and blow it now.
That was 10.
And what do I got? You guys know what time it is. It's rooster time.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
And all we ask of you today.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Seriously, though, are you not?
And thank you so much, William. So appreciate it. And another one. GJJ gifted 10 Force of Light Entertainment memberships. Oh, it's time again. You're letting them warm up to it.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
Oh, I thought you were gonna dance, and then she's just like standing back
I'm
there.
just hanging out.
Okay, she's just gonna
I'm just getting ready to dance.
And Ted with the $10 super chat, Natalie, you sit as far back as you want. Heck, you could sit in another room and it would still be okay. Now give us what the people want. More rooster. You ask, Ted.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ask, and it will be received. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much, Ted. And Brett with the $5 super chat. I would love to check out Dolly World in July, but only if I could go with Michelle and Natalie. Well, Dollywood, they say that it is it gets voted like the best park, like most of the years. It's been forever since I've been. But people seem to love it.
They do. It's a really nice, like, clean park.
Well, I think it gets rated very high in cleanliness and stuff,
right?
Too, but it's been voted very high. And DL with the 199, Natalie, is there such a thing as artsy slashing?
Well, to answer that fairly, I think there can be an artsy depiction of almost anything in life.
It wasn't
even.
It wasn't the most artsy slashing. I'm just gonna say
it wasn't. Because you've seen artsy or slashing, I take it.
I don't think there is artsy slashing. I agree, DL. Slashing is slashing. It's, I would say no slasher movie has artsy slashing, because I guess the best way I could say artistically would be, I love the show on Amazon, Bosch. And every season of Bosch would have a death that would make my jaw. I'd be sitting there by myself, and all of a sudden I'd go, because like it would be so quick and efficient. Like I would say that would be an artsy version of slash, but like the way that they could so efficiently use a knife. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
But
you're saying like they have skill.
Yes. But in a slasher,
like John Wick.
Yes, yes. See, that's good use of it. Yes, I'd say that's almost artsy. Like it's so efficient.
It's choreographed schmilling.
Yeah. With slashers, they're just more like all over the place. They're not the most like usually efficient killers. They're just kind of like
they're just going at it. They're going for it. That's what they're doing.
In that movie, he goes at it. I'll say that. It was
that's messed up. You guys.
It was his favorite thing to do. And thank you so much, John, for the $5 super chat. Let's see. I noped out after Rise of Palpatine. I reached apathy then. That was my funeral to Star Wars. I haven't been able to muster energy to be mad. Do you know, I felt apathetic. And
thank you, John.
It's almost like the more, and here's the thing, guys. I'm not really mad. It's just sometimes I get passionate.
You're just disappointed.
I'm just disappointed. It's like I get passionate because sometimes the more I think about what I just watched, I'm like, what the heck did I just watch? Like, what did they do?
And why?
Yeah, why? Why did they do it? But thank you so much, John. And I understand. I've been pretty apathetic with Star Wars until Leslie's bringing out another side. And Macabre Movie Maniac with the $2 super chat. Okay, I have to ask, did you two do any modeling?
Thank you for the super chat.
Only locally. We always got to have the wings at the bridal show.
Yeah, we'd wear these
angel wings.
They'd have these big bridal shows.
And like you were the it girl if you got the wings.
And let's just say we did.
We were undefeated with the wings.
We were the sisters with the wings and the tings.
Until I told her that I had to retire. And I retired on top. I went out with the wings.
We retired at the same time.
Yeah.
But, maybe we'll do a guest appearance. But maybe not.
Probably not.
Realistically.
And Al from LA. Hello, Al, with the 2023. I love, let's see. I love, how do I say that? Bolognese?
I like bologna.
Bologna. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. I like bologna with my bologna. You know what?
I like that.
That was creative.
Thank you, Al.
That was absolutely
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I feel there might have been more thought into that than what I've witnessed thus far on The Acolyte, if I'm being real.
I gotta say, can I say it one more time? Put it back up.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on.
There it is.
There we go.
I like bologna with my filoni. All right, there you go.
Thank you so much, Al. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And William gifted 10. I think William's gifted 20 Force of Light memberships.
William. Sir.
You know what, William?
Sir.
You guys know what time it is.
Thank you.
You know what time it is.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
Thank you so much, William. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. Again, we love those gifted memberships. And make sure you've got it turned on where you can receive a gifted membership. And William, or I just read that, sorry, my mind's still on that one. And Macabre Movie Maniac for the $5 super chat. Get together with Cassie, let's see, Castle Tremblay, Popcorn in Bed. Oh, yes. Popcorn in Bed. I didn't know her name. I knew her name was Cassie, actually, now you say it. To react to horror flicks, she is a greenhorn. What is greenhorn mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean? I need Greg in the chat. Greg, let me know.
Greg, where'd you go?
Greg. By Greg, I mean fanzine vids. He's my horror go-to guy, genre guy. He should know. He should know.
And thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $5.
Still working on getting those abs. I'm waiting on. I'll wait for fanzine to let me know what that. Let me put it up again. What does it mean to be greenhorn?
Yes, let us know.
In
a newbie.
horror.
A newbie.
A newbie. Okay. So you're like she's green. Okay.
I
Yeah.
learned a new term tonight.
I did too.
You.
I did too.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm like becoming less green, but I'm still a little green with it.
I'm a little green with it.
But yes, no, I've never met her. I don't ever see her. Like I need to see if she even has a Twitter or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kills it over there. She's
Hey,
really
we'd
good.
always be down to collab.
We would.
Call us.
Yeah, we'll have to reach out to her. It'd be fun to bring her on and see what her favorite things have been. Just have more of a movie conversation that day.
Yes, that would be awesome.
I don't know if she'd you guys have to let me know if she live streams. I'll just have to even reach out because some people don't.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah. It's not for all.
Natalie is far from green. William, what is that supposed to mean? William.
And Psychic Mongoose gifted 1 Force of Light Entertainment membership. You just want me to hit this button, didn't you? You did. Thank you so much, Mongoose. I appreciate that so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Psychotic Mongoose. What a name.
I like it.
I do too.
And Taylor Swift is overrated and she feasts on felines for $1.99. I can't imagine you ever saying a bad word. Oh, that's when you asked if sucks is a bad word. I say it's not.
That's because we never have.
Never.
Next. Thank you very much.
And Anakin's Bert's, you know what? For $1.99, the new Star Wars is totally stupid. I can say that show, the more you think about it,
the more you know,
the more stupid it becomes. Just like in the second episode when they know.
The less you know, I mean.
Like, okay,
really.
Let me give you one example of how stupid. So there is one apothecary in the entire town. A Jedi was just poisoned.
Dang.
They know where the poison came from.
Yeah.
There's one big suspect in this town, and it's the guy at the apothecary. The Jedi are just like, so he's like, should be a great suspect in murder. And they're just like, yeah, like they just don't take it serious, and he escapes. And the one Jedi's like, there he is. And it's like, why weren't you watching them? Like, there's just so many things in it. You're like, what are they doing? Like, it makes no sense.
It doesn't. You guys, you know it doesn't.
It doesn't make any sense.
Let's see. I want to read this because it sounds sweet. I haven't read the last part of it, but it seems promising. Let's see. Michael Anderson says, I can't believe, and it's on all caps, so it seems really important. You know, when people write in all caps, you know it's serious.
It's true.
He says, I can't believe that you've only got 35.5K subscribers. You should have far more than that because you both deserve it.
Thank you.
May your channel go from strength to strength in the very near future.
I love
that.
I received that.
Thank you very much. I just felt like I should read that out loud. I like that.
I'm looking for it.
And we're believing it.
I'm looking for one in all caps. I'm not seeing it, but I loved it. I loved
It
it.
was great. It was great. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate
Michael
that.
Anderson, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much. And DL with the 199. When are they going to make Adolf Hitler the good guy? That's kind of what it feels like at a point. It kind of feels like it's upside down. Again, good is bad, bad is good. It's just kind of what it feels like. So
that would be really messed up, though.
yeah, I don't think they're ever going to go that. We're like, surely not. You never know. You never know. I'm surprised they haven't made like Stalin a good guy, because we know they like their communism. Lenin or Stalin, who were both
they like a side of communism with their coffee.
Who both murdered more people than Hitler, by the way. I mean, particularly Stalin. But
isn't that interesting that, even historically, some people sort of, they fly under the radar a little more, even though maybe they were worse technically, but it's just like, but they don't get the
accolade.
They're not the Ted Bundy,
Yeah, I think with that case, it's because
you hate to say accolade, but
I think in that case with Stalin, I think it's because it was more like it was kept more private, and it was more like they just might, someone might just end up with a bullet in their head, and instead of all the so incredible. I mean, he did inhumane things too. Don't get me wrong,
right?
But like we have literal camps that Hitler started.
I think
it's the total inhumaneness of his evil.
I think that's what. Yeah,
it was that's why he gets the most attention, even though Stalin again did actually kill more people than Hitler.
But yeah, I think it's just the depravity of it.
Yeah, he was a horrible person.
Yeah, gosh.
And,
okay,
we'll move on from that.
Woo!
And Albertus Magnus with the $9.99. Instead of the Acolyte, they could create the Master, focus on Carrie Ann Moss. I would rather watch that. I really like Carrie Ann Moss as an actress. She's really good. She was even really good in the Jessica Jones series on Netflix, and anytime she was in the Marvel stuff, she just kind of brings like a gravitas to things she does.
I like Jessica Jones.
I love season 1. The other 2 seasons, season 2 was okay. Season 3 was kind of bad.
The season 3 was about Tish more so. I mean, not that it was more so about her, but she's in it a lot, right? Was that the third season?
She's in it a lot in all of them, but yeah.
See, I remember her name. That's impressive.
But I like Carrie. I would like that. Imagine the possibility stories of developing the character. Yeah, like I would be into a show that followed Carrie Ann Moss and some other Jedi too. Like and because she's supposed to be a master Jedi. And she gets killed by like a butter knife, It just, and it's okay. I'll move past it. As if a Jedi could hold the Force there and boom, stop that too.
Right.
She's a master Jedi.
Yeah.
Like that's not too much to ask for.
I don't
buy the death. Okay.
I don't accept it.
I don't accept it. It was stupid.
It's dumb.
I'm like, it's stupid.
And it stinks.
Oh my gosh. I need a clip of SNL where it's Kylo Ren. He's like, I've seen into your mind and it's stupid. That's what I just need that clip for Star Wars for right now. That's where I am. But I actually think that could be very interesting because people like Carrie Ann Moss. She's just likable.
William, goodbye, and thank you so much. Thank you for all your gifting tonight. That's amazing. It's just thank you for being here, and please come again.
Yes, William.
And you don't have to give anything, obviously. Just obviously you're a cool dude, and come back.
Thank you so much. I really do, though. I mean, I pray for all of you, but I pray God's blessings, upon everyone that gives. Yes, truly, it's a blessing.
We
to
really
us.
mean that.
It's a blessing to us.
Yes,
tremendously.
And we hope it is to you as well. Is what
yes.
we're saying. We believe it will be.
Yes. So thank you so much, William, and you have a good night as well. Raider with the 5183.
Yes, thank you so much, Raider.
Raider, you get the
and another one. Why you all in my ear?
Raider, thank you so much. He just has the mic drop.
Thank you.
The mic drop. I love it.
Thank you so much.
There he is. Raider is the man.
You're making this woman's dreams possible.
Such a
Thank you very much.
Such a kind gentleman, Raider. He is. He shows up and he's like Santa in everyone's chest.
He is like a little angel on Earth, just sprinkling goodness down. I like that a lot.
I do too.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. So thank you.
We need that clip.
We do need that clip. So thank you so much, Raider. Truly, really appreciate it. Thank you. And DL with the $4.99. Michelle started out as an Ewok and grew up to be a Wookiee. Exactly. I got tall. You got to change to the Wookiee costume at a certain point.
Okay, and did you feel a little bit too? I just want to randomly bring this up on the Acolyte.
Oh, the Wookiee?
Did you not feel kind of like they threw that in, just like, oh, if we throw a Wookiee in there, like that'll be nostalgic for people and they'll think of Chewie, and it's kind of a cheap shot.
Well, and further,
it's fine if it's earned, if it fits and it's cool, but I just felt like they were doing that because they were like, oh, nostalgia.
Furthermore,
people are gonna,
Furthermore, this is supposed to be a murder mystery. One, they show you who the killer is, episode 2. I mean, actually, episode 1, you know who it is. But furthermore, Natalie, the cliffhanger of episode 2 was us just seeing the Wookiee that she wants to go kill. Like,
yeah,
that's not really a cliffhanger.
And why do you want to kill a Wookiee?
Because of the horrible thing we're going to find out the Jedi did. Those bad Jedi.
Now there's a mystery.
But my point is they don't even know how to write a cliffhanger. You don't show us the Wookiee that she wants to go kill at the end of the episode. Like, there's no mystery.
Right.
You're killing the mystery. It's I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's when does the next one come out?
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
I was wondering.
I'll be watching it as soon as it comes out at 9.
Guess I'll be watching you guys.
And Mr. Buttcrack Media, the most lovely buttcrack in all of social media, has gifted 1 Force of Light membership.
Do you know, I was a little worried. I was going to inbox you after because I didn't think you were here tonight. And I just...
She's like, where are you? Are you okay?
That didn't sit right with
Blink
me,
twice.
Mr. Buttcrack.
Blink twice.
I need to check on my... I need at least once a week, from Mr. Buttcrack to know everything's going well in Mr. Buttcrack world and life and spirit. And so thank you for dropping in.
Yes, thank you so much. And he gifted a membership. You know what time? Thank you so much, Mr. Buttcrack.
Thank you so much.
And Ryan, I always get confused on if it's the pound or the euro. It's one of the two. With the $5 either pound or euro.
I think that's a euro.
I think that's a euro.
I think the E is for euro.
The pound, they're really close.
The pound is they just do the pound sign and then the number. They don't. But that'd be cool.
Let me see. Let's see. Let's see if I can judge. That's definitely a euro. That's the pound. That's the pound. So that's a euro.
So that is the euro.
That's the euro.
That's what I was thinking.
So thank you so much for the €5.
I know my money's...
Reading the new Jedi Order books and then watching The Acolyte is infuriating. Are there any good writers left? I think there are. They just don't get hired by Disney. That's kind of where I am with that.
Yeah, I don't think they have a checklist when they hire someone for Disney, and
apparently working for, being Harvey Weinstein's personal assistant gets you the gig.
Let's just say the way they hire, it's going to keep the writing and all that somewhat specific.
Well, and it's going to keep it to where you might get a good story because you
is.
might get a talented person, but you've also shut out talented people if they don't fit the mold of what you wanted to hire.
Right.
So yeah. And thank you again. And KB has gifted another Force of Light Entertainment membership.
Woo woo! Thank you very much.
It's time. Thank you so much, KB. Really appreciate that. And the weed in your garden with the $5. I really love watching Natalie dance. Well, she's gonna have to get up, and I'll give her some music. She can get going.
And another one. Why you all in my ear?
Isn't she love?
If we get claim from her singing.
Isn't
all right.
she love?
I'm like, they will get us. They will get us. And thank you so much. I hope that was good.
Oh, thank you. I love to dance for you too.
And
I love to dance, period.
And let's see, DL with the 199
Even if I'm not good.
Popcorn in bed live streams from time to. I'll have to try to reach.
Cool, nice.
I'll have to try to reach out to her, and maybe one day she will come on, even if it's just 30 minutes. However long she'll come on, and
That's
we can.
cool, but don't cheat on us anymore.
You can watch both.
I'm gonna remember.
I'm
not gonna forget.
She's messing with you. We actually have a lot of similar subscribers, clearly, because similar interests there.
I'm kidding, DL.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
And no, it'd be great to have her on and just kind of, see what's been her favorite, just kind of talk movies with her. So I'd enjoy it. And Toddzilla for the $5 super chat. Cassie does live streams. She's proof that old films are better because her reactions are genuine.
Aww.
You guys would be a great.
I would love to.
I would love to
I'd
too.
be so down.
Yes, like we've never crossed circles of any
Right,
kind.
right,
So
right.
it would just take me trying to reach out and her, maybe have seen one of our videos or something. And yes, but yeah, that would be fun.
I don't know if we align with her brand or not.
Why?
I don't know. It's just you just never know.
Well, but I mean, you don't know we don't.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I mean,
we could be a perfect fit.
I think it'd be
could
fine.
be magic that's made. But
yeah, I think it'd be fine from everything I've seen. I think it'd be good. And Popsicle member for 3 months. So at this point for me, Star Wars is like a train wreck. I just can't help but look. That's kind of how.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are kind of,
especially with this show, like in particular, like it's like the train wreck you've got to watch.
The little train wreck that could, they call it.
Yes. And Michael's been a member for 7 months. Cassie does a monthly live stream opening, and she has done her popcorn award for all of her best reactions in different categories with her sister. Okay, well, she can come tell us. She can come tell us.
Yes, we would love to have her,
because we could just discuss, actually have a discussion about the movies and stuff, which I love to do. I love to discuss. I'm a nerd at heart. That's what I enjoy discussing, is the actual content and movies themselves.
Shell is a nerd.
Yes, I'm a movie nerd.
But it's cute though. I like it.
And Albertus Magnus with the 499. Headland is an amateur. The show is amateur in every respect. It's pretty accurate. I can't disagree. And Albertus Magnus with another 499. Communism, socialism, Nazi, Marxism, fascism are all branches of the same tree. Totalitarianism. I agree. 100%.
Thank you very much, by the way.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
And Al from LA with the 1989. We discovered. I'll blow this first.
That's the year. That's the year Shelley was born.
We discovered.
Thank you so much.
Last week on Toxic Femme, and there is no Toxic Femme tonight, by the way. We will be back next week. So many of the girls were out at the fan event in Dallas, and so we'll be back next week with Toxic Femme. But last week we discovered that 1989 was one of the greatest years ever for movies, for people, for life. Yeah, me and Tay Swift were born in 1989. Yeah, it was a great year. But thank you so much, Al.
I was born in 47. And it was also a good year.
Gosh. And Cajun
I just
Corey.
want to point that out.
Cajun Corey has gifted 1 Force of Light Entertainment membership. Well, thank you so much, Cajun Corey. Let me go ahead and
thank you so much, Cajun.
Corey. You guys know what time it is.
Thank you.
You know what time it is. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Corey. And Resist the Woke for $2. Here's some love. This channel rocks. Well, thank you so much.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
See, I was looking for what I have. There we go.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Good to have you here. And Albertus Magnus has been a member for 5 months. Makes you wonder what Headland knows about Iger the Terrible, and she's the one who would know. I would say she has quite the a little black book of things she knows, being
Right.
Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant.
Ooh. Yeah, she probably knows probably more than she would want to know.
Do you know, I'm just going to say this. I don't like, and someone, and I mean this genuinely, because I would never want to say something that's inaccurate, and I would have no problem coming back next week if someone sent this to me and correcting it. And correct me if I'm wrong. I've never seen her put out any kind of like review or not review, comment, like public comment in a magazine, article, anything, kind of like really discussing the Harvey thing. Like, you feel like if you were his former personal assistant, you want to be like, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you don't want to
Like, distance yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
like, you know, he was great at what he did, but
Like,
I didn't know this
that
was
was
going
awful.
on.
I didn't have anything to do
Yeah,
with that.
and you guys let me know if she has. I just have personally never seen her do that. Which is a little,
Because especially if that was the case, and
yes,
that was true,
you'd
and,
want to do that.
and that I had worked with him, and I found all this stuff out later that I had no clue of, I certainly would probably want to throw that out there at some point. That
Definitely.
yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is like stories from Harvey go back to like Brad Pitt going in and having a argument with him, when
Having it come to Jesus, meeting.
like when he was dating Gwyneth Paltrow, so like the mid-90s. So like, she can't tell me she didn't know the rumors. So it's just kind of like, you know, has she ever made a public comment kind of distancing herself or like trying or being, again, like, I didn't know what's going on.
Because you would think you would want to, and it's almost like if it was like the very woke side of Twitter, you know, for example, if not we,
Yeah, what about guilt with association?
Right, but if it was like she was treated with the same energy that like Gina Carano was treated, for example, you know what I'm saying, like that kind of mindset, it should be like, well, speak up. Well, why aren't you?
Yes,
why aren't you condemning this?
Yeah, why aren't you? Yeah,
You know,
I get what you're saying.
She would be very bullied for that.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and like everyone just like gives her a pass on it.
Why though?
It's weird.
I'm not saying to bully anybody. Don't
Yeah,
do
we're
it.
not saying. We're not saying that. It's just like, you got, again. Let me know if she has
But,
made
you know,
multiple comments about it.
Keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying.
I just plus, would anyone actually believe her? But at least make the attempt.
right.
Like, you know, at least, I mean, if you're not a good person, at least lie about it. Like, she doesn't even seem to lie about it. Like, it's just kind of like, she just ignores it like it didn't happen, and everyone lets her.
And I guess like she might be a great person. I'm just saying, I guess like if you were a bad person,
She's not a great person.
and then you could just,
She's not a great, I've seen enough to, no.
I guess you can just lie at that point because you have no scruples about it.
But like, she just gets a free pass. Like, no one asked her about it. She just, you know, whatever. It's kind of how it seems. And again, let me know if there's an article where she goes into great detail about how horrible it was and she didn't know what was going on. Please let me know. I would like that was the case. I've never seen it.
Natalie is too nice. That's sweet.
And DL with the $1.99. Natalie, when are you going to do the Carlton? Yes, Natalie. When are you going to do the Carlton?
Oh, it's coming.
It has to happen this weekend.
Okay, it'll happen.
I'm going to make her do it this weekend.
We're putting on a time limit on it now because she knows I'll procrastinate. So
Yeah.
it's happening this weekend. I can give you an answer.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
And thank you very much for the super chat.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not gonna leave you all waiting much longer. It's not been cool.
It's been time. It's past time.
It's been months, really.
And Toddzilla with the $2 super chat. You going to the ICC convention in Nashville? I am not, but we are going to the fan event in Knoxville, July 12th and 13th.
Come see us.
Yes, come see us there.
I'd love to shake your hand, give you a hug, and whisper sweet nothings in your ear. I mean, any of it. So just come and we'll make it happen.
Yes, and let's
just
see.
Thank you for being a subscriber face to face.
Yes, and DL 199. No toxic femme tonight. That means you can. Let's see. You can go longer. We have, man. We've gone to 8:08 tonight. Exactly. We have. I've taken the time and done that. Let me see. Let me check something. Okay, let me get going.
Were you gonna pull this up?
I don't know if it matters.
Have you ever seen the first one?
I have. I'll pull this up really quick. It's a short story that I don't know if. I mean, it's not really a story. Just they announced this.
That's me and you, Shell.
I had seen the first one as a kid, but I don't remember liking it. If I'm being real,
I liked it.
But
Yeah, I liked it.
they announced Practical Magic 2.
That's one of those movies like once every 15 years I feel like I need to watch.
I will probably see it if it looks decent at all, because I just, I do like Sandra Bullock. I'm a Sandra Bullock fan.
You like Nicole too.
I like Nicole too. I thought the pairing's good.
Yeah. They were really good together.
Yes. The pairing is good. So yeah, that was that. They made that announcement. Let's see. What are we looking at? You'll be there in spirit, though. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Spaceballs 2. I don't think we're getting that. Stop making sequels. Yeah, only if you have a really good story. Because the reason I would say that is we could say that, but then I like Top Gun Maverick better than Top Gun. If that's not obvious by the clip I play. But that was
I'm looking at they're just both such icons. Like they're just both.
I'll show it again.
I love both of them.
She's looking at that. They are iconic.
It's like her in her glamorous way and her very like American, like white shirt and jeans. Like that's her aesthetic. And it's just, they both just A+.
They are icons. I like it. And KB has been a member for 12 months. Natalie, your sweetness is your superpower. Michelle, you have the spirit and sheer determination. Both of you are awesome ladies that are very, very awesome ladies that are very nice to know. Thank you so much, KB.
I'm taking a screenshot of that.
Okay,
That's
there you go.
sweet.
Oh, you already screenshotted it.
One more.
I put it up on. She smiled for her screenshot. There's a delay, by the way.
That's why I waited a few seconds.
No, it's like a 13-second delay.
I'm a professional, Michelle.
She did not get that.
Dang, I didn't.
See?
I really thought I waited, but it's still cute. It's fine.
See? Yeah. If you take the picture now. No, it's not going to be up. No, is it up? Here, I'll let her get her screenshot of us smiling at KB's comment. Did you take it?
Let's see. Am I there yet?
She got it. Did you get it?
No.
It's on. It's
Dang,
on
it's a delay.
but it's on the camera, so just smile and you'll. Oh, never mind. It's too difficult. We can't figure it out. There's too big of a delay. But yeah.
Oh, somebody said Vogue. That's true. The late gate jumper. I love these girls. Well, we love you too. We love that you're here.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I would watch it too. I would watch it. Glamour Girls. I haven't seen that yet, but I feel like a few people have recommended it. I think it's a Netflix movie, isn't it?
Why is that such a cool title, though?
It is a cool
Society of the
title.
Snow.
I like the title. I do, for sure. Yeah, it does. Time works differently for screenshots. Yes, it really does. Well, guys, you guys have been awesome tonight.
Awesome.
I mean, totally awesome.
Amazing.
Truly. We appreciate you guys so much. You guys, really, this has been an amazing live stream, amazing chat. I don't want to tire you guys out, but we will, because that way I give Natalie time to give her opinion as well on the Acolyte. We will discuss, we won't maybe go in as long as we did tonight, but we'll devote at minimum like 10 minutes the next couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
To just kind of discussing the Acolyte some more. But you guys, again, have been incredible. And be on the lookout. Oh, let me get this. Toddzilla with a $5 super chat. Natalie with sweet nothings and a hug is probably more than I'll get from Echo Base Mexican Iron Man and the DA. Have to reconsider that convention. You do. You got to reconsider.
Think about it. Think about it.
I think Valiant Jay's going to be in Knoxville. Valiant's going to be in Knoxville. And I think Valiant's trying to get the Echo Base guys to come up for at least today.
Ooh,
which I hope they do. I hope they can make it. But yeah, you might have to switch over to Knoxville. We have more fun on the east side of Tennessee. But yeah. But okay, so be on the lookout, guys. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be hopping on with WDW Pro at 10 o'clock as soon as the Acolyte's finished, and we'll discuss some with him. Then I will have my Acolyte review out Wednesday morning. And then as long as everything goes according to plan, we will have our first time watching reaction. It's Natalie's first time watching this movie of James Cameron's True Lies, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold, James Cameron movie. We had
a good time.
We had a lot of fun with it. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. Again, as long as it goes through its checks good, that will be coming out Thursday at 11:30 a.m. So be on the lookout. Again, no Toxic Femme tonight, but we will be back. True Lies, it is a great movie. It is. It was awesome. I love it. I'm glad you guys like it.
Is that coming out this week?
Yeah, as long as it goes through the checks, as long as everything's smooth,
yeah.
it's planned on.
Sweet.
It should be. But you guys have been incredible.
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
And thanks for stopping by.
But mainly, stay classy.
And God bless all of you, seriously.
Yes, you guys stay classy. We will see you next week, but we'll see you before next week in video form. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right, bye guys.